Hello boys and girls, Ice Cream Maker here. Today I'm going to talk about filtering, and this is the 33rd attempt of recording this video. There's always something happening, it's unnerving. But filtering, yeah. Every motorcyclist seems to does it, but here in Germany it is still illegal. And I kind of know why, but I don't really support it. It's basically because people don't like to be overtaken. And car drivers, which by far the majority of the Germans are, they hate motorcyclists. And I'm not exaggerating. Ask a German who doesn't ride what he thinks about bikers. Usually the answer is, they're always speeding, they're always breaking the law, rowdies, and they probably raped my wife at night thrice after I did it. Something like that. Something like that. It's always the case. Germans hate bikers. And that's why I think it's never going to happen that we are allowed to filter. And I'm totally fine with the decision not letting us filter within the cities, because our cities are too narrow. That's the thing. Most of our cities are so narrow, regular traffic is tight. And not allowing filtering there, that's okay. But in traffic jams, the emergency lane has to be kept free. Well, it's not being kept free at the moment because Mr. Rapes his wife always sits there and waits for the emergency vehicles to arrive, and then he stays there. So often you get people sitting there. Just recently, last week, I was sitting there and there was a police car approaching. And you don't think that people moved over, right? You're legally forced, you're held to just make that emergency lane. Far left lane goes to the left, the right next to it moves to the right. So that you've got enough space in between those lanes for emergency vehicles to move freely in. People can't be bothered. It's absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And I don't know, maybe just the sheer thought of then bikers being allowed to move in that lane. Oh, what are you doing? Blinker, mein Freund. Maybe for some people the sheer thought of motorcyclists being allowed, Sunday rocker, you cunt. Maybe the sheer fear of motorcyclists being allowed to use their lane now fills people with so much hatred that they block every advice that the ADAC gives them. There's some talk about how to handle things, and the ADAC recently said that maybe the best solutions would be letting motorcyclists move past traffic on the shoulder. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, maybe if you never go on the autobahn, that might be feasible, it might be an option, but when you look at what's lying there, just rubber everywhere from exploded lorry tires, there's all kinds of crap on there. If you rode there like 3-4 kilometers, you'd have a good chance of collecting yourself a nice little puncture right there. And I'm not exaggerating. I've seen it once since I ride a bike that a motorcyclist uses the shoulder to essentially filter, just to move past sitting traffic. And actually, that only time it was a 125 rider who. Oh, we're going to filter. Fuck it. Illegal! Illegal! So illegal! 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 I'm retarded, I'm sorry. Yeah, something has to change. I think we should be allowed to filter, at least in the emergency lane between the far left and the one to the right. In standing traffic, 30 kilometers per hour. I think that would be good. But people, nothing's going to happen. I can state a prophecy, I could make a prophecy right now. Next 10 years nothing is gonna happen. Because Germans hate bikers, Germans hate themselves, and 50-year-old Walter is mad that he's not the only one who rapes his wife. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. If you're pro filtering or against filtering, a nice one. I think since you are probably a motorcyclist, you are pro filtering, but who knows? Maybe you hate bikers too. See you next time. Bye.